name's Rahil. I'm here on behalf of Youngry. We're at South by Southwest, and I'm here with Ohmar from Loox VR.
Hey.
How's it going, man?
Man, it's awesome, man.
Okay, sick. So how are you liking South by Southwest so far?
Man, it's really cool, right? I've been here like in 2014. At the time, there was like no VR companies at all, like here.
How many are there now?
Man, I don't know, man. There's a lot of them.
Okay, so what have you been doing here so far?
Actually, I just arrived, so I arrived yesterday. And
okay, that's sweet. So could you tell us a little bit about your company? Like, when were you founded? Where are you based? What do you guys focus on?
Yeah, sure, man. So we were founded in 2011. At that time, like, there was no Google Cardboard, there was no Oculus, Gear VR, anything. So it was like really hard, man. We spent like 3-4 years like trying to sell this stuff and for companies, for consumers. And people started waking up like last year in 2016, like starting like the big brands starting to getting interested in VR and AR.
Okay, sick. So what made you interested in VR and AR?
I used to work with augmented reality since 2009.
With what?
With augmented reality.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we made a couple of games for AT&T and Nestlé, international ones. Even though we were in Brazil, at that time there was like very few suppliers who do that. And so we started like in 2009 in the AR space, and then the smartphones started coming with gyroscopes and stuff, and that made possible like doing these mobile VR headsets.
That's cool. So could you tell us about your first product? Which one of these amazing devices was it?
Yeah, cool. So in 2012 we started designing this one. It's called Loox VR Alpha.
Okay.
And 2012, like it was like really difficult to find lenses and everything. We had no other reference to design the headsets. We used to use like the Vuzix headset at that time. It was mounted to a computer. It didn't work with any mobile phones.
Okay.
And then in 2012, iPhone 4 was released, and then we started experimenting with that. Like we got some ski goggles, and we glued some lenses on it, and that was like our first prototype. And then in 2013, we started designing the modes for that. And in 2014, we launched this before any other player, like in mobile VR. Like we showed this to Samsung like 8 months before they released the Gear VR.
Yeah.
They got really interested, but I think that they were already working on our project with that one.
I see. So out of all of the VR headsets that you have right now, which one's your favorite and why?
Man, I really like this one because like it's dismountable, it's like really small. It's great for brands. They usually buy this for giving away like in promotional campaigns and stuff.
That's cool.
Actually, we designed this for McDonald's.
Really?
We spent last year, like it's shaped as an M, you know.
Does McDonald's actually give that away now?
Yeah, so actually we made this for a Happy Meal.
Oh, okay.
And we spent like last year like trying to make it work, but they were kind of concerned because of the kids, you know, like, because it causes a little bit of dizziness. But this year we started doing an app for McDonald's and Coke, and they're going to release this in 900 stores in Latin America.
That's really cool.
It's really cool, man.
Yeah. Could you tell me a little bit more about this bottle? This is like a VR headset that's actually a bottle.
Yeah, man. We were using the transparency of the bottle, so you can see on the other side. I had this idea initially for Coke. We show them, but it's really hard to change like the production of the stuff to put like gas liquids in that because it can like it doesn't kind of work with gassy liquids and stuff.
Oh, that makes sense. Does it work with water though?
Yeah, it works with water. Yeah.
That's really cool. So it's like a water bottle that's also a VR headset.
Yeah, they
That's
just
cool
love
idea.
it for gifts, man. Because right now Ford is using it for promotional campaigns. Yeah, they're promoting like their new vehicle, like Fusion.
That's sick.
Yeah, so they bought a lot of them to give it away to journalists and stuff.
Yeah, I can see that. So where do you see like the VR and AR space going in the next few years?
Man, I think that mixed reality is gonna kill them all, you know, like mixed reality headsets will work with both VR and AR, and you'll be able to use this every day, like there will be no displays at all. Man, I mean like you can put like a virtual display and work with your keyboard without having like physical display. It's gonna be like really awesome, man.
That's pretty sick. So what do you think your next step is with Loox VR? Like what are you hoping to push out in the next few years?
We're working on a lot of software right now. We're making hardware also, but right now there's a lot of competitors around the world. It's really hard to compete with China. We produce everything in Brazil, So in Brazil it's really good because we have like good pricing and deadlines, but right now we're focused on mixed reality software, virtual reality software and content.
That's really cool. So on a more general note, so how did you get involved with entrepreneurship, and what advice do you have for aspiring entrepreneurs that want to get into the VR and AR space?
Yeah, man, I made my first company in like 1999. I had like 18 years old. At that time, we were using like Adobe Flash for doing games.
That's funny.
Yeah, man. Actually, I started doing websites just to do the website of my band.
Oh, that's funny.
And then we started doing games for my band, and then we started selling to companies and stuff. And then we opened the agency. And from 1999 to 2010, I was working like on digital websites, apps. And then I sold this company and just started focusing on VR.
That's cool. So what advice do you have for aspiring entrepreneurs? Because you started off when you were super young.
Yeah, man, it was like really hard. The hardest part, like for hardware specifically, is having cash flow to buy all the stuff. You know, like you have to do modes, you have to pay like industrial designers, industrial engineers, and we used to look a lot for investors. Man, in 2014 we presented this for like almost 1,000 investors, man, and it was like really hard to get funding. We didn't get funding, and we started like making services for companies and using these services money to make like the modes and stuff.
That's a really creative workaround.
Yeah.
So is that like the main lesson? Basically, just don't take no for an answer and keep going.
Yeah, man. No, every time, like from brands, investors. No one believed that VR would explode. You know, like, even the tech entrepreneurs, like they didn't believe at all. Like right now they're waking up, but still, it's not very easy, man.
That makes sense. Well, it's good that you got involved early then. So what's one book that you would recommend all entrepreneurs read?
Man, I really like Outliers. It's really cool, man, by Malcolm Gladwell. Actually, all of his work is great, but I don't read much like from this kind of stuff. I usually, I started programming like by myself, like reading books and stuff. And I really like the technical stuff. Like it's hard to keep updated like with these books. Like everything gets old like so fast, you know.
Yeah, that's definitely true. So you're based in Brazil right now, correct?
Yeah, we have an office in Brazil, and we have like sales representatives in Miami and San Francisco.
Oh, okay, that's cool. So what's the entrepreneurship scene in Brazil like right now?
Man, like startups are really starting to get off. Like there's some funds going on there for startups. It's not as easy as here in the U.S.
Yeah.
But still, it's valid to get some investment there.
Is there like one primary city that's like the central hub for entrepreneurship there, or are there several like locations that you can think of?
Man, São Paulo is like the best city for everything. Like the whole market is there. Most of the money is there. Yeah. Since we started working, opening an office in São Paulo, we made great stuff. Like right now, we just finished Faber-Castell's new augmented reality app. It's really cool. You can paint like animals in the paper, and when you put your smartphone in there, the animals they get in 3D with your painting. Like really cool, man. Right now we have like 400,000 users in a little more than 1 month.
Good job, dude.
Yeah,
that's good work.
A lot of people.
Yeah. So do you have any like wrapping up comments for entrepreneurs out there? Like what do you have to say to them?
Man, I would say that don't lose your time like looking up for investors. Start doing your stuff. Start earning money with your stuff like as early as possible. We lost a lot of time doing pitches for investors and funds, and man, I lost like more than a year doing that.
Gotcha.
We could have like focused on the market and starting earning money like much earlier.
That's sweet. Well, thank you so much. And for all the younger entrepreneurs out there that want to contact you, how do they reach you?
Man, just like our website is vrglass.com, and there you can find like all of our products, services.
Okay, sweet. Sounds good. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks a lot, bro.